You need to listen to this before launching your online business. Today I'm saving you time, stress, and money by telling you everything I wish I knew before launching my online boutique. This goes for any e-commerce business. If you're new here, my name is Cherokee. I hit 6 figures in sales at 22 years old within a year and a half of launching my online boutique. So you can imagine how much trial and error and wasted money and wasted time I went through trying to build, trying to learn, launching literally my first business ever. It's going to be 5 years this November 11th, and I'm so excited to finally share my tips and tricks and everything I've learned along the way. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first thing I would have done is truly brand my business. I ended up truly branding and understanding branding like 2 years in. Branding is the key to your marketing, and your marketing is your sales. Without branding, you have nothing. If you just got online with a logo, font, and some aesthetic pictures, you are doing it all wrong. You literally got on here and just started gambling for sales. Branding goes beyond the logo, the colors, and the fonts. Branding could be physical, but it also is very internal. For example, when we think of Chick-fil-A, we think good customer service. When we see red and yellow together, we automatically think of McDonald's. Has your friend ever sent you a meme, a video, or something online and said, "This is so you"? Or you see somebody walking down the street with a cute piece of clothing on or shoes and you think, "Oh, that could be from so-and-so's brand." That's strong branding. Branding is making people think of you when you or your business is not even in the room. The key is to have your brand on people's minds 24/7 while they're out and about doing their regular day-to-day activities. Branding is pushing the same story, the same narrative, the same goal, the same dreams to your audience over and over again. You're telling a story over and over again in your content, in your captions, your whole page. Everything revolves around this one story or lifestyle you're trying to sell and push and involve your customer in. So for example, my boutique, Cher Couture, I'm targeting successful women, CEOs of companies or CEO of their own business, women who want to be there one day, powerful women. So my branding, everything about my brand, the whole brand story is pushing the story of a boss, successful woman. Yes, the product and the clothing reflect that, but it's the way I speak to them in the captions, the things I'm posting. I might post a statistic about women in business. I might post a little article about women in business. It's not all about the clothing all the time. My language, the way I speak to them, I'm not going to be very casual like some boutiques. I'm not going to use a lot of slang. I won't sell certain styles of clothing on my boutique because that's not the story, that's not the brand I'm pushing. And my branding workbook walks you through every step you need to brand, truly brand your business. I touch on every category, every part of branding. By the time you're done with my workbook, your business will be fully branded. Next has a lot to do with branding. Again, customer profiles. I would have sat down and came up with 2 to 3 strong customer profiles. What are customer profiles? Customer profiles go beyond the age and gender of who you're targeting. You need to know your customer beyond the surface. Are they married? What is their occupation? What is their income level? What are their interests and hobbies outside of your business? This is going to help you emotionally connect with your audience. And humans move off of emotions. Emotions drive action, and the action is the sale. You put all of these details you know about them into your marketing naturally and organically, so when they see it, they feel like it resonates with them and it speaks to them, and the process just becomes easier to make the sale. People buy from brands they feel like just get them. People want to belong to groups. That's just human nature. So when you sprinkle in these little details about their life into your marketing, they feel like you just get them, like they have to buy, they have to be a part of this brand. For example, if you're selling loungewear, are you selling to moms who need practical clothing while they're doing their day-to-day activities? Or are you selling to young boss professionals who are always on the go, catching flights, meeting up with friends for coffee and content planning? If you're targeting moms who need practical clothing, you might sprinkle in kids in the photo shoots. Do a lot of home photo shoots, cozy, things that relate to moms. Even in your captions and the things you repost on your story, everything relates back to mom life and you just making it clear that you feel them and you get them. But if you're targeting young boss professionals, the language is going to be more casual. You might use a lot of slang. You might post things like catching flights, not feelings, a girl getting out of her car with coffee, meeting up with her friend. The marketing looks completely different for these two groups of people. That's why it's important to know who you're targeting, because if the message and the marketing is not resonating with a mom and that's your target audience, then she's never going to purchase. It's okay to have both of these customer profiles, but you need to talk to one at a time in your marketing and your campaigns. So maybe one campaign will be really cozy with a lot of kids and moms involved, and another campaign will be bosses on the go, a lot of younger women getting out of nice cars, catching flights, not feelings. You just need to speak to one at a time so the message truly resonates with them on an emotional level. Speak to their lifestyle. I also help you create your customer profiles in my branding workbook. The next thing I would have done is niche down way sooner. There's a lot of controversy on whether you should niche down or not, but I found so much success in targeting a certain type of person and selling a certain type of clothing. When I first launched, I was trying to sell everything. I had sweatsuits, I had streetwear, I had super dressed up tweed sets, and I always say when you try to please everyone, you end up pleasing no one. I was trying to cater to everyone and just make sales, but I soon realized my target audience, the type of content I wanted to take, the type of pieces I wanted to buy, someone who's really into streetwear is not really going to want to wear something like that. And I wanted a certain type of aesthetic on my page, and the sweatsuits were just not cutting it with the content. So I moved completely to more upscale clothing. Here and there I'll have a relaxed fit, but the relaxed fit is still like boss babe off duty. It's still very on brand to my business, and it's very rare that I have a piece like that. When you niche down, you also cut out the competition. Now the competition is smaller. I'm not competing with a brand who's also selling streetwear, who's also selling this or also selling that. My brand is very unique. You know you're coming to me if you're going on a nice luxury vacation, if you have a luxury event coming up, a speaking event, a work event, even birthdays, weddings. I wanted very upscale, special occasion looks. I wanted to be known for having certain looks. I wanted women to think, oh my gosh, I have an event, I have a speaking event, I have a wedding, I have a birthday, I need to go to Cher Couture. I got very, very specific on the type of woman and the type of clothing I wanted to have. That also plays into branding. When you niche down, people know exactly what to get from you, they know exactly what you're pushing, and they start to associate things that they see with your brand. So a lot of the times if a customer or even friends or family see a nice tweed set or something with sequins, a pants set, a blazer set, they send it to me. They automatically think of me. Another big question I always get when someone's starting out is, how much should I start with? How many pieces of clothing? I will always recommend starting small. I rather sell out and see what's selling, see what my customers like, than to undersell and be stuck with a bunch of inventory. So I always recommend your first launch starting with 3 to 5 styles, 5 if you can. 5 nice, on brand to your business, quality styles. Take your time creating the content. Put thought and effort into every piece. Do at least 3 pieces of content for every look. Get into the groove of creating content, seeing what people like. I also teach you in my workbooks how to create content and how to find the content that your specific audience is wanting to see, what they're searching, what's performing well. I show you how to do all of this as well. I always say, do what's working. Follow the blueprint while putting your own twist on it. Don't copy, but follow the blueprint and put your twist on it. Throw it out there. It's trial and error. See what content works. You'll be surprised at what performs well. I also help you with diversifying your content. You don't want to just post a bunch of clothes, outfits. You also want to incorporate other types of content. Clearly still to do with the clothes, but you want to educate, you want to entertain, you want to inspire, you want to relate. When you diversify your content and educate and relate, not only just push clothes, it's a strategy. It's a really good marketing strategy that's used to connect with your customer. My next very important point is to be intentional with your looks. I feel like I did do this well from day one. I've tried out the generic posing on the white background, staging an area and just posting every single item there. I do not like how that works. Yes, some brands do that and they're very successful at it, but I've found so much success in selling the lifestyle and the vision to my audience. If you have a vacation look, go outside for free next to a palm tree, in a garden, at the beach, take the photo there, do content there, sell the lifestyle. For example, this pink blazer. When I seen this blazer, I knew I cannot just shoot this anywhere. I found a restaurant on TikTok. We went in there on a weekday morning when nobody was really in there. We got coffee, a little bite to eat, and they let us take content. Obviously, it's free marketing for them. You have to remember, you are an expert at your brand, but people are not. Some people are literally just shopping for a special occasion or just trying to build their wardrobe. Not everybody is a fashionista. You have to give people a vision. There's a lot of people who see things and are like, where can I wear this to? And when you give them the vision with it, you eliminate that question and make it extremely simple, and now they just buy it. I've been in stores and online shopping when I'm like, where would I wear this? Like, I love it, but where am I gonna wear it? So by being intentional with every look, where you're shooting it, building a vision, taking your time, you eliminate the question of where can I wear this, and now they just purchase it. Make it simple for your customer. The aesthetics can quite literally take a basic item to a bestseller. I say it all the time. It might be the most plain, simple outfit, but the aesthetics, the vision, the makeup, the accessories, where you're shooting, all of that ties into the customer's eye. It catches their eye and it makes the item look 10 times better. I'm telling you, once I started really taking my time, like 5 different outfits, 5 different locations, taking my time, being intentional with the look, I've seen a big difference in my sales. It doesn't matter if you're designing these pieces, if you're wholesale, even if you're wholesale, just because you're wholesale doesn't mean you have to treat your business like it's a wholesale business. You want to be one of those brands where people are like shocked to find out that this is actually wholesale. Treat your business like you're designing every piece. Lastly, I would highly recommend investing in a digital camera. When I hit 6 figures in sales, my friends were using my camera and my iPhone to take pictures and videos of me. We were literally going in public and they were taking the pictures and I was editing everything and posting it and selling out. In my Content That Converts book, I show you how I edit, my lighting, tips and tricks on shooting your own content. You can be successful shooting your own content. We are living in a different era these days. If you don't have the budget for big productions, you are in luck. Everyone is into this relatable vibe. That's why you're seeing these big companies on TikTok shooting regular iPhone video, trying to be relatable. Until you can afford the big productions, videographers, photographers, shoot your own content and get really freaking good at it. My first digital camera was like maybe $700. It's worth the investment. Once you have your own equipment, call a friend, call a family member, go in public, it's free, and take your pictures. In public gives you better aesthetics anyways, but if you can afford a little studio, sometimes they're like $20 to $50 to rent, do that as well. You're still saving money by having your own camera and knowing how to edit. That's all for today. Those were my best tips and tricks and things that I've been pondering and thinking about along this journey, about to be 5 years in business. I hope you learned so much from this video. I hope you start incorporating these marketing tips today. If you want to learn my strategies, I'm going to leave the link below in the description. And if you want me to deep dive into your business and give you a whole marketing game plan, from analyzing your competitors to a year of content themes, captions, keywords, SEO, your customer profiles, your target audience, everything you need to successfully market and make sales online. I deep dive into your business. It's made just for your business. And you get 2 free calls with me. You can also get that ultimate branding workbook at the link below in the description. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know any other questions, comments, concerns you're having with business or online sales. And I'll see you guys next time.